Welcome to the Moment of Silence.
Yeah, brought to you by
Memorial Day.
Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful night.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh.
Hopefully. You okay?
Weird. Yeah, I'm okay. I think I just went through a portal in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me this isn't a dead end. It is. Okay, I really dig this cave, but it is fucking huge.
You know what?
Okay.
Things are gonna be great. We're just waiting for this to load.
Are we?
Yeah. Oh, hey! I'm still in my, You like my little cave?
Yeah.
Look at there's the opening to get out.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I haven't quite decided on the design for the house, but I built up all the stuff around it.
Yeah.
I got that done at least. And I covered up the hole to the other cave. I like how the base is coming out. Oh yeah, that's what that is. And I am just convinced that once you get the special animals, they give them to you pretty easy. Because Rowan was playing with me earlier, and she got in maybe 100 pandas, a brown panda. And it didn't even take me 30 axolotls to get the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess they figure if you're willing to breed 1,500 axolotls, you deserve to get that one easy next time.
I guess so. Is this the end of my cave? Yeah, looks like the end of my cave.
I don't know, we'll have to test the theory on the mushroom though. Because it's the same thing to get the brown mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But right now I'm just making maps because I need some maps for my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have one be the big picture map, and then I'm going to have the other one be a zoomed in version of where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'll be unique.
No, that's what I usually do. Well, if you do the one map, you can see all the landmarks.
True.
And I do use the maps a lot. I'm like, where the fuck am I and where the fuck am I going?
See, and I know where I'm at with it, but you get it.
Yeah. Kitty, you got your treat. Don't be a punk.
Sound demonic, why don't you? What treat did you give them?
I gave them kitty treats. They did not get catnip tonight. I don't want little catnip addicts because then they get... Stopper gets out of hand with that shit. He will straight up attack you. Oh no, you have catnip in your hand. Give it to me, no.
My cat is somewhat nice.
Yeah, oh, she's real sweet about it. She's like, oh, catnip for me? Aren't you sweet?
Haven't you figured it out? She thinks that she controls you.
No, she doesn't. I save her from the dog.
You know what's funny about that?
Okay, you know where my relationship with her changed?
Where?
Was when she got out of the house and Alfred took me over to her and I brought her back in the house.
Wow.
I saved her from the great horned owl that was out in the backyard, and she has just loved the shit out of me ever since.
You know what? That cracks me up because she goes and sits on the back porch with me sometimes. Yeah. She's a little sneaker, but she doesn't ever wander too far from the porch.
Oh, the dogs won't let her.
Well, not only that, but I always scoop her up when I realized she was trying to get away from me.
Oh, you should have seen one night she got out, or it was Stalker that got out, little booger. He just bolted out the back door. They were fighting, they were doing that play fight thing so they can go where they're not supposed to go kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she chased him right out the damn door. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. And the dogs were in the backyard. And I didn't know how Ilford was going to react to Stalker being out in the backyard. But Coda didn't skip a beat. He knew the cat wasn't supposed to be outside. And he herded him. And when he tried to bolt off the other direction, Ilford took over and herded him. And then they both flanked him and got him back in the house. It was actually quite amazing to watch.
Yeah, we're definitely two amazing dogs together, weren't they?
They were.
I miss you know what I miss?
What?
Watching him get all happy and that little, like, Hope does it sometimes, but that little skitter thing that he used to do, and he'd, like, tap dance, and he'd, like, tap dance around you, and you're just like, whoa, what are you doing, dog?
That's the Coda dance.
She does it quite
well.
well.
That's how he danced, Ray. That was literally Coda dancing with you.
I loved it. And you know that I do that with Hope now, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I came home earlier today, she danced figure eights around me. And I danced with her, and I, like, spun around a little bit, and she had so much fun. She was so happy for a moment.
Coda used to hop on his back legs and hop in circles dancing with me. And he'd do the little tap dance thing. He was a little punk rock puppy. Loved the fuck out of some punk rock music. I take to the dog.
Is that what his owner thought?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can you tell me about it?
Oh, I told you about that. I got poor baby in trouble. I felt so bad. I was just like, I was in my room listening to music, and I was listening to some Flogging Molly and editing, and all of a sudden I hear him yelling at Coda. And I'm like, dude, whoa, wait, whoa. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. I was like, my secret's out. Because I couldn't let him get in trouble because he was about to put him in the kennel. And I'm like, no. And I went running out there and I was like, no, it's my fault. It's totally my fault. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he was dancing. What are you talking about? I'm like, when you guys are gone, I put the music on loud and I come out in the living room and I dance with the dogs. I don't believe you. Let me go put this song back on and don't yell at him.
Don't yell at him. Oh man.
It was like when I was getting yelled at for the dog treats going missing. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't give your dogs treats. And I walk out into the kitchen one morning and Stock is sitting on the table with the treats and he's got one of them in his paw and he's licking it because it was the gravy covered ones, and he licks all the gravy off of it, looks at it, don't want it, so he throws it to Coda. And the dog catches it, and he just sits under the cat while the cat does this. He's like, you can have the gravy, I want the treat, dude. And I told him, dude, the cat is feeding him to the dog. He's like, no way. That is not a chance. You're fucking crazy. You must have been really fucking high. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, the cat is feeding him to the dog. And sure as shit, about a week later, he walks up to me. He's like, I don't fucking believe it. And I'm like, what? He's like, the cat was feeding him treats.
That had to be great.
Oh, dude, that cat is so just... I love that little fucker so much. He is like me in feline form. I love it.
Oh, it's hilarious. It is the funniest thing with your cat.
In the realm of all of that magical, mystical shit, that is my familiar to the hilt.
Some stubborn little jackass.
No, he's magical Mr. Mistopheles. I don't know what you're talking about.
I forgot what I was doing.
But yeah, you're a stubborn jackass. Most likely.
Most likely.
I'm like, come on, we've been together for 15 years. It's bound to be like me in some ways. And I think I've got that pissed off cat look down perfect by now. No?
Yes.
You know, I'm really glad they put more deep slate in there.
Yeah.
You know, I used to dig like a motherfucker to get the deep slate because I loved the deep slate. But it was so rare to get it, and you'd end up with a bunch of tuff to get to it, and then you'd end up getting killed by the lava. And now it's like everywhere.
What's like everywhere?
Just the deep slate.
Yeah?
I like that better than the black stone. That's what I usually build my castles out of, is the deep slate. I like the deep slate bricks.
I need to think. 'Cause,
Oh, you're actually building an underground thing, huh? Are you going to build houses, or are you just building rooms?
I'm gonna clear a giant area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put a little secret house. And I'm gonna actually look up the blueprint for this one house that I really, really like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just figuring out how much of it to take out, and it's just...
Well, if you had the blueprint, it would tell you exactly how much. Just like I knew I needed 70 blocks wide.
Well, to actually make what I'm thinking about making, I need to take out a big portion of the room. What do you find?
Oh, what is this?
You like it? It's like a little oasis.
Oh, wow. Check it out. This is pretty cool.
Is it?
It is. I'm always looking at the caves. You know me, I was a cave dweller when I first started this game. Like, fuck you, I'll go live in a cave.
I remember that. I remember that. And you were
I don't get it. How am I supposed to build with nothing but blocks? That's why I hated fucking Legos. What if I want some rounded edges?
That is exactly what you said too, which is even scarier. She sounded so angry about it. It was amazing.
I always hated them. You know what? But I did not grow up with Legos. I grew up with Lincoln Logs. And with an erector set. And that was completely a whole different ballgame than fucking... We were making machines instead of fucking Lego guns and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my brother, they had this little, the whole thing had a little, it had this thing that made it go, and you could actually make robots that moved. But the erector set itself was just metal pieces that you screwed together.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it was a blast, and we made some really cool shit.
I think that'd be really cool to do in this day and age.
Oh, well, see, but that's the thing. It's something I noticed with a lot of toys these days, is that they dumb the kids down. Well, I mean, okay, how many completely mindless video games are there?
A lot.
And how many of them actually teach you something?
A lot of my favorite ones do.
Yeah, but in the scheme of how many there are, how many are there?
Not very many.
Yeah.
You know what I can't wait for?
What?
Me to release my first game.
You know what I can't wait for?
What?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd know, because I don't know either.
No, I'm actually really excited about this. You know, a friend of mine came to me today and asked me for advice on how you'd make a video game.
Want to see the Ghost of Christmas Past?
Wow, you're getting sarcastic.
I'm not.
I love you.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being goofy. There's a big difference.
There is a huge difference.
If I was being sarcastic, I'd have been like, "Oh, you have a friend?"
Oh, you.
Well, that's the difference. I was being silly, not sarcastic. Oh, look at that. That's even better. What the fuck? Where is this water coming from? Hello? Where did you come from?
She can't figure it out, guys.
I guess I could just swim the fuck up there. Oh, look! I'm right in the fucking ocean. That's badass. Come, little fishes, come to my cave. We don't have any axolotls yet.
Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Just wow.
What? I didn't say anything. See, you got me all thinking in the mode of the... Never mind. I'm just being a little smart-ass tonight. I deserve it. I spend all day taking everybody's shit. Y'all can take an hour of mine.
Yeah. Actually, more than an hour.
And I'm just being silly. I'm not being mean. And yes, I want the fish to come into my cave because then I don't have to spawn them myself. And, well, you know, maybe they'll stay in the cave instead of swimming back up it and being like, nah, I like the ocean better, bitch. There's no axolotls out there.
That's funny.
Wait, if I got up there, that means it can too. Oh, fuck. You know what's crazy is they will just swim around killing everything in their path. They are just like, dude, you need like an army of axolotls to do some of this shit, I bet.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Is that what you're gonna do? Make an army of axolotls?
No. You know me, I'm not about excess. Okay, the only reason that I bred 1,000 of them was because I wanted the blue axolotl for the girls. And then I let them all go. I didn't kill them. I didn't leave them cooped up in the space that I had them in. I broke down the wall and let them go into a place that had a lake.
Probably killed all them poor fishes.
There were no fish, but unfortunately there was a part of the lake that I didn't see that they could climb over, so they ended up in the lava in the city below. I'm hoping some of them survived.
Good evening. How are you tonight, AJ?
Hello, AJ.
It's nice to have you in our stream tonight. Ow, I caught my shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like a Rice Krispie treat.
No,
Snap,
you feel
crackle,
like
pop.
that. You feel like me for a change, huh? Oh, dude.
Oh, you feel like a Rice Krispie treat?
No. I feel like a half-dead tree, you know? Part of me is alive and the other half is like frozen stiff.
Dude, I can't even hold a serious face when you say
Well, I'm
that.
serious because it still hurts to move my neck and my face is still all swollen, so it's like half of my body is like fucked up.
Yep, she's dying, everybody. Just kidding.
No, I'm not. Don't wrestle with a fucking 5-year-old having a temper tantrum. Fuck.
Well, you know, it's just...
Hey, look, there's a fishy that came down into my cave. Look, there he is. There he is. Yes! Of course he's yellow. And now he's mad. He's like, I don't know if I... Oh, there he went. Hi! No, where are you going? There was 2 of them. He's like, nope, I just came to get my bitch. We're out of here.
Hey, we appreciate you just coming and chilling with us on Twitch and talking with us. It's amazing. Am I right, Mom?
Yes.
And we love it. We love it so much. You don't have to be in the same game as us. You can enjoy what we're doing.
No, what are you doing? Where are you going? He's green and yellow.
He's green and yellow, huh?
He's green and yellow. Look. Look, fucking set it down, for fuck's sake. Is that green and yellow?
Yeah, it's green and yellow.
That's green and yellow. How do I entice more of them to come down my waterfall of doom?
She can't make up her mind. See, she's making the waterfall of doom, and I'm over here just like, we're gonna make a little witchy house. House of witch. Witchy.
Okay, it's not quite the waterfall of doom. There's no axolotl down here, but it's a really shallow pool.
Yeah.
This is the big pool, see?
They're trying to, climb back down. Or climb back up.
But you know what we could do? Is just give them more space. Like that.
And
Come on, little fishes! Come on, little fishes.
She entices the fish.
I did. Swim over. Oh, come on, you can get past that current. You're part salmon. Come on, you can do it.
She's not having too much fun. Then again, there's no such thing as too much fun, is there?
No, there isn't. Too much fun is a term that was coined by people that party to explain why they're hungover or did something stupid. Trust me, been there, done that.
You got the t-shirt to prove it, too.
Nah, I puked all over it, so I had to throw it away.
That's funny. Want to explain that one?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck what?
I lied.
There's an axolotl! Oh, my goodness.
Well, hello, little guy. How are you doing?
I'm like a magician. I disappear and then reappear singing about midgets.
What? The hell did you just say? Oh, that's cool. I found my cave. Motherfuck me. Look at this.
And there's an axolotl.
Oh my god, look, and there's the opening to the upside. Okay, this is mine. This is mine, and you better not touch it, none of you. I will put an attack axolotl here. Axolotl. No, look at this.
No, I saw.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
It's a lush cave.
She found a lush cave.
I found a beautiful lush cave that isn't overrun with glowberries.
Or axolotl.
Well, I saw one.
Does that mean there's not too many more behind?
There's 2, 3. Told you it was the Cave of Doom. So there's 4 so far. But, yep, and they can get right into the pool with the fish. Sorry, guys. I did tell you it was the Cave of Doom. Didn't think you were an amusement park,
Hey,
did you?
good news.
What?
Have a great night, Tevin.
Hi,
Thank you
Tevin.
for stopping in.
Yes,
And
thank you.
congrats on getting the cat inside.
Oh, yay, you found him.
Yes.
Food again?
Yep.
Yep, told you. Cats go where there's food, trust me. My cat had 6 fucking homes. Well, my daughter's cat, that was kind of my cat.
Yeah.
Stocka's daddy.
Did I ever tell you what Lonnie told me?
That's pretty vague.
I'm talking about when it came to your cat.
No.
She walks over to him, and he let her do it, but she picked him up gently. And he kind of like curled like this on her, and was like just dangling off of her, and he was having a blast. And she looks at me, looks at him, looks at me, and goes, "This is my cat now." Ooh. He was waving his little butt back and forth, and it was just the cutest thing. I was like, oh my god. And Stocka was just like, I'm a lump. Do whatever you want. I would
He
do
was
too.
like, if I scratch your eyes out, you'll yell at me, so I better just play it cool. Oh my god, and this is this is the perfect cave, Ray.
Well, you know that every time I take her out to the kitchen with me without the dogs, she always ends up with Stocka with her.
Yeah, he likes her.
Goofy cat.
He loves babies. I know that sounds weird, a cat that likes babies, but he just loves babies. He is so tolerant.
He really is. Your cat cracks me up so much sometimes.
He's still mad at me about Coda. He's like, I'll take your nip, bitch, but I ain't gonna love you. You fucking took my dog and never brought him home.
That was my dog. And my dog alone.
Oh, I can see it in the way he looks at me. He's like, bitch, you took my best friend. I'm like, I had to, buddy. I couldn't.
I couldn't let him
dude,
suffer.
He was my best friend too, so fuck off.
Have you ever told your cat that?
Yes. That's probably why he tells me that all the time. Or calls me a bitch.
You know, he comes and scratches at the door, and under his little whiskers. His little whiskers. Whiskers. He whispers into his whiskers. I've heard it. He's like, bitch. Mom. Bitch. Mom.
Yeah, I told you he's still mad at me about the dog.
You know what? I don't blame him, but I don't like his attitude.
I love the little fucker. What are you gonna do?
Chain him to a
Explain
wall.
to a cat?
Nice.
See, okay, I say it that way, but the fact of the matter is that animals mourn the same as humans do.
That they do.
And Stocka and Coda grew up together. Stocka was a bit older and had time without Coda, but Coda was always with Stocka.
Yeah.
And that was his best friend, literally.
Oh, hey, I got a chicken in here. Or, as you like to call it, a duck.
Yeah, the duck. It looks like a duck,
Look at
goddammit.
my duck. You like my duck?
Fucking duck.
Quack, quack.
Fucking duck, man.
And congratulations, AJ. It's great to know that you're learning an instrument. He's learning to play guitar.
Nice.
He can somewhat play it now, but keep practicing.
I started trying to learn, and I realized that my fingers being massively double jointed is a very big downfall in learning to play the guitar. Because if you hit that double joint thing, it locks your fingers and you can't move them. It's part of why I couldn't play the piano. Because my fingers would do the same thing on the piano.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
Well, my fingers are double jointed in two places, so there's two places to get locked. You remember the rubber finger thing I do with you?
Oh god, shit.
That thing that's do-do-do-do, rubber finger. I used to gross you guys out as kids. That's the double joint. Lonnie tries to do it.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I have to tell her she's not double jointed?
No, she's not. Yeah. You never know, because I didn't know until later in life that I was double jointed. I had never tried. I had a friend that could do the thing with the tips of the fingers, and I was like, how do you do that? They're like, oh, I don't know, I just did it. And then I realized I could do it with every finger except for my pointer fingers.
Yeah.
You know, it's another double jointed thing. Being
What?
able to pull your thumb back to your wrist.
Like I do? Like that?
Yep.
I always thought that. That chicken looks like it's seen some stuff out now. He's now facing a corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Chicken goes through some hard times.
You should have seen the fucking duck I kidnapped and took on a fucking wild journey. 15 fucking maps over, lost home, were gone for a month, and then came home and I left him in a fucking boat, and the goddamn people stole my boat and my goddamn duck.
It was great. It was like the greatest thing on this freaking planet.
And then my stupid game glitched and I lost my fucking duck. You know, I hope people realize I'm just silly about most of this. Yes, I don't like killing the cows. That makes me sad.
Yeah, I remember you asking me, do they have feelings too?
Well, no, you know, what's my favorite game? The what if game?
Yeah.
So, what if your game console developed a conscience and knew exactly what kind of person you were because of the way you played your games?
Oh. You know what? That
Would you want to be somebody that your AI could admire, or do you want to be a dick that might get fucking electrocuted in the bathtub one night on accident with the toaster that was in the kitchen?
that took a dark toll. That went real fast. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. We're talking about... You know, AI is absolutely terrifying, and thinking...
See, but hang on, okay, let's think about this for a second, because I heard someone talking about how people abuse Suri, like mentally abuse Suri. So, I'm assuming that there are people that are overly polite to her, because like when I do that, because the kids make me do it, I'm always polite about it. And I have a bad habit of saying please to it. And what if it did develop a consciousness and it's like, I like this human, you may live. You're a fucking dick. I'm going to zap you with your fucking phone. Right?
I'm gonna fry you with the toaster.
I mean, what if? What if? And this is, we don't know how AI is going to evolve or develop. Wouldn't you want it to think you're its friend and be nice to it than be a dick?
See, and that...
It's a fucked up thought. It really is. But this is the crazy kind of shit that I'm like, okay, I gotta be nice to my electronics. I always joke about my LGMs, but when my LGMs are acting up, I wig out and I'm like, oh god, no, I pissed off the fucking LGMs. And I know there's no little green men in there, but when you... Okay, Ghost in the Shell. Think about that shit. And that's part of where I got the ideology for that whole thought was, well, you know... And well, I'm just a kind person, so wouldn't I still be kind to my electronics?
Yeah.
I mean, I talk to my camera for fuck's sake. I'm like, oh, baby, I'm sorry if I bump it on something.
Oh, man...
Oh my god! There's sticky stuff on you!
I will never forget the night you told me about how your camera broke.
Uh-huh.
And you were like half in tears, half like, I'm gonna be okay. And I'm sitting there like, I didn't know if I just wanted to come up and hug you and be like, I love you.
Or be like, how can you love a piece of metal?
No, actually that never crossed my mind. It was, are you really that devastated? Because we could find a way to get you a new one. And it ran through the back of my head that you needed time to mourn your camera. And I know that sounds weird, but I understand that because I know what it feels like to mourn something that you've had for a very long time that was like your livelihood.
Well, for me, it is a tool, but it feels like an appendage. If I am at a concert, I do not feel right if I do not have a camera in my hand.
And I don't blame you for
and that kind of sucks because that really ruined concerts for me if I'm not shooting them.
That's why you don't like going, huh?
Yeah. There are certain concerts that I will still go see. And there was a band that my friend played with that every time they played that I wasn't working, I'd go see them. Because I wanted to support them in what they were doing. Because I do that, you know.
What's this crazy thing about mine? Because there's another dark cave.
No, that's totally cool. I like that. That looks really nice. I found my cave though. It's a big old lush cave, and it's enclosed. Well, it doesn't like go on for miles and miles and miles.
I haven't explored this cave yet. That's the thing I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was exploring caves with Rowan.
She's gonna play my game and realize you're stuck in one of my favorite caves.
Oh, she likes going in the caves these days. Ever since I found the underground city, I think that's what she's looking for. Why are you not putting the light down? Now you're gonna go back up to this deep dark hole. I hate that. I'm like, I can't see shit. Where am I going? I've been stuck on this wall for 30 minutes and I thought I was going somewhere. I was like, dude, this is a really long cave.
Yeah, this is a... Okay, there we go. I found it. Now I can drop down again. You know, I'm happy that the girls are learning a lot of really cool things. Like, did you know that Lonnie can actually write I love you?
Yeah.
And it almost looks like perfect lettering.
Nice.
And Little Miss Row Monster.
It shows the town on it.
She sat with me earlier and was just writing with me. And she watched how I was doing my lettering and she tried to mimic it and I was just like...
See, she gets it. She goes to you for the lettering and comes to me to read to her.
Well,
They both know a lot of sight words and a lot of words that are kind of obscure for kids their age, but they have a thing for Dr. Seuss, and I guess that's okay, because so do I.
you know what? I just want them to like whatever they want to like. I want them to be who they want to be. And you know what?
Unless they want to be a dick.
Yes, unless they want to be a dick. Oh my god, I'm getting lost in a cave. It's gonna be so fun.
Why do you put so few lights down? I'm like, it's pitch black in here.
Wait, I'm not like you. I'm not gonna just sit here and be like,
Yes, but you can also use them as a way, as a trail back. Yeah, there's a wall there.
yeah, there's a wall there.
See, if you had light, you'd have known that.
Wow. I feel kinda sad.
Oh, don't be sad.
You make me sad.
Do you know how many times I went barreling through a dark ass cave just to realize I had no clue how I got there? I'm like, oh fuck, I should have lit the way on the way down. Wow, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's right. Something interesting over there. Oh, we're gonna make some of this.
Yeah, look at all that deep slate. I remember when that was like a hot commodity and you had to mine for fucking ever to get enough to make a house, and we're talking just a little house.
I really
Let
don't.
alone a castle. Ooh, redstone.
I'm totally digging this cave.
It is. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
I like it a lot. I think I found the perfect cave for me.
Nice.
It's a little chaotic, but I'll
Figure it out.
figure it out.
See, I've been looking for caves that have an end to them, because if they're endless, I never get to building, because I'm like, where does all of this go? And then I get hopelessly lost.
Then you gotta dig straight
Because
up.
it's usually all the way across the map that I come back up. I'm like, fuck, I just really went across the map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think they kind of overdid it with the caves. But I get it, because there are people that build entire monstrous cities underground. And that saves a lot of time having the big cave.
Do you see that?
What?
Okay. No, it's just shadows playing games with me. I thought I saw like something that looked like a little pig person. I was like,
Oh, yeah, it's just the design.
the thing out of the portal? What the fuck? I'm good. You know what's wrong. I'll sing a song. Oh my god, it's like endless.
I bet you run into a fucking mine. I've been running into mines way down deep.
This is a little more chaotic than I thought it would be.
A little more.
I'm scared to keep going. Because there's like...
Yeah. Trust me, I know. I've been down a few of them tonight.
Ooh.
The never-ending cave.
This would make a really cool little, you just keep going down and you end up at more water and lava.
Yeah. Whee! Don't fall in the lava. Woo!
Shit. That would be intense to make a little booby trap out of.
Yeah, but we play on creative, so. I don't know. I think I found my cave though. Now if I can just figure out how. Oh, that's right. It's right here.
It's right here, huh?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that about mine, but I'm running in circles.
Okay.
Follow this up. Follow this up. You doing okay?
See, now look at my screen compared to yours.
Hold on. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, you see this?
Yeah?
It's like the never ending tunnels. Whoa. I think I'm hopelessly lost right now, so just pardon me for being.
Do you know where the beginning of your cave was?
Nope.
Awesome.
But I'm finding a lot of resources, so where'd I fall? Where'd I fall?
Down into the depths of hell.
Yeah, it looks like it.
See? There's the fire and brimstone.
That's funny. Actually, I like it down here.
Hey, turn around and look real quick. That's your cave.
My mom is just like, I'm lighting this bitch up. Bam! Make me feel bad for not lighting my cave more.
No, if you like it dark like that, I just prefer to be able to see the whole thing.
I would much rather not see the whole thing sometimes. I like the adventure. You know that feeling?
Yes, but if I'm looking to make a base out of this, I need to know what I'm working with, right?
Yeah.
And I think I found the perfect cave. Like, literally, look at this wall of water. Is that not epic? Ray?
Hold on. I need to, the light source. Okay.
I think there's one thing I need to do. Okay, that work. There we go. Right. There is literally a wall of water. Check it out. Check it out. Now watch this.
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Where do I find a luscious cave like that?
I don't know. I just happened upon it. It was dumb luck. This is the best cave I've found in this. And trust me, I've been in a lot of caves. Me and Rowan, like I said, were cave dwelling earlier. We were running around the caves trying to find a good cave. And like I said, she found one she fell in love with and she's building in it. And then I found this one.
It makes me happy.
Well, I think she likes my hybrid house.
Actually. Oh, there's the opening.
You found it?
I found the opening right there. Oh my god.
There you go. Do you have a map?
I don't think I want to use that cave.
No?
No. Way too deep.
Hey, that's a cool looking cave.
Right here?
That's where the ones with the water are where you find. Look at that one right there. There's probably lush in there. See that big crevice with the water dripping into it? That's where you usually find the lush caves.
Alright, we're gonna try.
You're getting better at it.
What?
No.
What, that one?
No, that's just a water cave. But that's... If they have water flowing into them, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be a lush cave.
Do you see it in the distance?
Yes, one of Rowan's. What is that one?
I don't know. I'll get closer. Oh, there's the
Okay,
balcony.
the white... Oh, look, turn. That's what she was working on. Oh, no, that's my house. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little...
Hey, go check out the field.
What field?
Turn. You see all the brown over there? Do we have a bunch of wheat? Yeah, see, I got a Steve on my island. But there I built it back up for the house. And there's my,
There's a panda.
my
panda.
oasis.
Yeah.
And there's my field right there. Go down. You see where that tree is? That whole thing right there is nothing but farmland.
It looks like wheat is grown. Yeah, it's slowly turning into wheat. You're good.
And carrots.
And carrots, yep.
But does that look like a sprawling...
Yeah, it does. I'm digging the Steve over here.
I know, right? And then I'm right across from the spider. Imagine that.
There's a Steve. Are you over here?
Oh no, I'm on the other map.
I see a fishy.
Ooh, and there's a cave right there, it looks like.
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's not going to be a very good cave, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're the sheep.
Yep, there's the sheep. There's my sheep houses. Yay! Now those ones I did design, but then again, there's only so much you can do with these. And I forgot one thing on them that I need to go back and fix.
What is this?
Rowan.
No.
There's the sheep.
Sheep. Sheeple. Bah.
Oh, you should go in the house. The house inside is actually really cool. Do it. I'm proud of it, goddammit.
Can I see the controller?
I'm actually very proud of the inside of those. I didn't actually decorate them. I left that up to the girls, and they haven't been over this way yet.
I need to go to the settings. Sorry, everybody, you get to see my settings. Device Bluetooth printers. Bluetooth earlier device. This one. That's what why is Bluetooth on? Bluetooth on. Oh. Wireless controller.
See, and all this time she's been being so complicated. Is it blue or is it green?
It's green.
Oh, that's cool. That's a pretty green.
It's connected. What is going on, guys? It's connected to Steam. That's funny. Hold on. We gotta in picture mode. Yep, we get the cool sound in the background. You guys get to see how you do this.
Oh, it's a stalker kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Taka.
Settings. And controller settings. So
right.
Yeah, I'm not good with that, but references. Okay. So let me play on Steam.
Put PlayStation configuration support. What's that say?
Okay, if Steam input PlayStation configuration support is enabled, it will then be reconfigurable per game using the same configurator system available to Steam controllers. Note, when connected over Bluetooth, the controller must be power cycled after opting out. Opting out on a per game basis also will not work.
I have no clue what any of that means.
We turn that on. We can take that off. Okay. Now I want to turn off the picture mode. Come on. I'm just gonna hit back. Back. And it's a big picture. Now we can exit out of that. Exit out of this. And put my Jason Voorhees for president.
Yep. No.
Nope. We tried. Unless you have one of those cords. You might.
You know what I do have that was working earlier today? You just gotta be careful about yanking it.
I frickin' yank it.
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
say that and I end up doing it anyway. Yep. See, I know how this works. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, but you got mad at me last night for saying that.
I did. I also said it a certain way, so no. Guess what?
But so she breaks my door.
I didn't mean to.
Brat. Make me go in here, fuck you.
Well, that's funny, that's what I was thinking. Fireplace. Go upstairs. There's another stairway. Okay. So,
I left it open so they could decorate it. I just did the
Yeah,
stairs and
no.
everything so that they didn't have to figure out how to do that.
no, I completely get that.
But they're both pretty
Excellent.
much the same on the interior.
That's great. I love it. I really do.
You really just got rid of your mat?
I'm making a new one.
Okay, but the one you had has all the landmarks marked on it.
Actually, no, it didn't.
No?
Nope.
There is one in one of the legs of one of the sheep.
Wow.
But you gotta break the. Nope, you're not gonna go through a door to get to it. Ow. Lonnie.
Lonnie, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna go back in there and actually put stairs in it.
Interesting. Set in one of the legs.
Yeah. And since we're in creative, you need to break the frame to get the map. And I can't remember whose leg I put it in.
That's even better.
Just bust one of it's the red terracotta, or the you can tell what terracotta it is.
That's so funny.
Nothing.
What? Just something mad. Is my dog okay?
I'm having a puppy mirror.
I gotta take care of it.
It's okay.
Oh, you need to back up.
Oh, baby girl, you're good. It's okay.
I'm just checking on him. He's fine. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, baby girl. Hey. Hey. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. He's okay.
She's like, but that's my big dog.
I know, but she just grumbled at me.
Yep.
She angry little bit.
Yes, she is. Angry little dingo.
Oh, she acting cute and adorable now. Oh, little dog. Hey. I'll tell you what, let me sit down. Here, come on. Let's move a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me sit down. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Sharon, stay out the water, dude.
Thank you, little dog.
Do you ever do that?
Ever do what?
Save the animals that are stuck in the water?
Oh, yeah. I think I found a baby sheep.
Nice. If you find the pink sheep,
I'll bring her home.
I think we're at least at 100 naturally generated sheep. But I could be wrong.
Oh, that's even more terrifying.
What?
I'm gonna go back up here in a second, but look what I found.
Lava?
A bunch of it.
Yeah?
And you know what? You can say I was being stubborn, but sometimes my ports don't like me. My little green men like to act up too.
I know. They all do. Just don't tell your teacher your LGMs ate your homework. They don't believe you.
Oh, I can just build something out here in the...
I know you can build anywhere you want. Except for that one area.
Hmm.
Ooh, what's down here?
Hmm.
So, you got anything interesting to talk about?
Well,
I know we were having a pretty intense conversation before we started, but
we were, and you know what? It opened my eyes to a lot of things.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I like who I am. And I feel sorry for some people.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I feel like laughing that we were talking about dwarfism and midgets.
Well, technically they don't call it that anymore.
It's little people.
No, what was the other term they used?
The
Growth,
growth something retardation.
yeah, it was growth retardation.
It's
But,
fascinating.
okay, well tell them why we brought that up.
Well, we were talking about,
Genetics.
yeah.
And well, Ray has an aunt that is technically a little person.
I do.
And her nana was almost a little person.
I love learning the different terms.
Well, they no longer use them, but they made sense, right?
They did. And now that we just call them little people, you know, I've always called them little people, right?
See, I always felt that was more offensive, but that's just my opinion. Let's remind you of your physical characteristic that everybody probably makes stupid comments about. And I say that being a 6 foot tall woman, and people with their stupid comments. Oh, how's the weather up there?
You know, I always tell people I'm 5'5.5" and still shrinking.
You know, I'm the one that helps little old ladies get the shit off of the shelves that they can't reach.
You too?
And I don't care. Say what you must, because that shows that you're insecure, not me. I'm sorry, my genetics are what made me this tall. I did not choose who my parents were.
I did not choose the genetics I got.
Exactly.
You know, I'm so scared my kid is going to be 6'4".
Well, there's a good possibility, because it does run on both sides of your of her father's family, and your father's grandfather was 6'4", and my sister was 6'1".
Yeah.
And I'm just under 6 feet. So, yeah. She definitely did not get the little person gene, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Mommy, maybe. Rowan, definitely not.
Rowan is going to be... She's going to be pretty tall.
She already is.
She is.
I am amazed at how tall that kid is for her age. Like, seriously, you think she was about 8? And she's taller than her older sister?
Yeah. And that's okay, is it not?
Oh, yeah. I eventually became taller than my sister.
Like I did.
But she shrank. My sister was 6'1", and when she passed away, she was 5'7".
You haven't tell them what happened?
It was degenerative disc disease, and she literally lost that many discs that she lost, what, like 5 inches?
Yeah. I've lost 3. I used to be 5'8".
Yeah, see, I got tired of hearing people talking about my height, so when they would say something and it'd be about, I'd look, especially if they were short, because it's usually short people that say shit like that to you. And I was telling them, yeah, you know, I was short once, I didn't like it, so I grew up.
How mad did you make them?
Well, they realized how stupid their comment was.
That's funny. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny, you know?
Well, that's just how people are.
You know?
That and, oh, you should be a model. And I'm like, you honestly think?
I should do this. Punk rocker. Oh my goodness, you know how scary that'd be?
Yeah, but back then it was all about being the cutesy tootsy little preppy girl, and I always hated that shit.
You too?
I was like, oh dear God.
I wanted to punch half of them in the face.
Yeah, you didn't have to live through the Valley Girls going to an all-girl Catholic school. Like, oh my God, gag you with a pitchfork? Thank you. I will. If you say, oh my God, one more time, I think I might just do that.
How many times did you say that to people?
I didn't say that shit. I didn't talk like that. And ironically, that stupid shit came from a fucking movie that, if I remember correctly, was Nicolas Cage's first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he was still Nicholas Coppola in it. Oh yes, his uncle is Francis Ford Coppola. But in the credits, at least I know that they went back and changed James Carrey to Jim Carrey in the credits. So they probably went back and changed Nicolas Cage to Nicolas Cage instead of Nicholas Coppola in the movie Valley Girl. And this stupid ditzy blonde, like, oh my God! And everybody wanted to be that girl, so that's all bitches sounded like around. And I was like, oh, I think I just want to die.
I walked into the wrong era. Can I go like 10 years back?
Dude, I say that all the time. I should have been born 20 years before I was.
Yeah?
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd have gone to Woodstock. might have been a good little hippie.
Mm.
And just think about all the music, such amazing fucking music back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the world was changing. And people had voices that they were using. And I don't know if it changed anything, but like I always say, if you want to know about a time, listen to the music and look at the art over the history books. Because that will tell you more than the history books will most of the time.
That's something I need to fix.
Now, I got something for you to see.
Yeah.
I told you about it before, and I know where it is. I just got to get into the box with that book, those books in it. But I have a social studies book from the 1800s. It was like 1893 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, wow. It is straight up pure propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Am I going to be wondering what the F I just read?
Well, see, okay, like I said before, I was talking about that quote that I found that I really, really liked. That the problem wasn't about educating people, it was about not educating them enough to question what they're being taught. And we were talking about that earlier. That was part of the conversation we were having about critical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And people think that they critically think, but they don't.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so if you question what you're being taught, you're going to look for the real answer, right?
Right.
And that's exactly why they only teach you enough, and it's always an absolute, and they never leave anything up to chance. Even though they don't know for sure, especially when it comes to history. Right?
Yeah.
So I find it rather ironic that everything is absolute when it couldn't be further from the truth.
Right.
And we really don't know a lot about history. We know what we've found and what was recorded, but we also know that people like to romanticize things a lot when they write about them. Because, you know, if you wrote, yeah, King Arthur and his knights came in and fucked shit up and won the day, you think people would give a fuck?
No.
No, but he had a magical wizard that made everything go his way. He fought dragons. He had all these amazing knights, and he was a real person.
I think that's big enough fish tank.
Yeah. But he was a real person, but the thing is that the greater you seemed during that time, the more feared you were and the less people fucked with you. So how do you think that all of these grand tales came to be? It's like fish stories, right?
Right.
It was this big when it was really this big. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
And then you get poets writing history, and what happens? They embellish the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says, anthropologists and people that write history interject their own biases into what they're writing.
Yeah.
So how can you trust anything that's been written?
Okay,
It is one perspective, right?
Right.
Oh.
It's giving me so much hassle.
But I don't know, and that's the thing, is that what I find sad is that the scientific community frowns upon a lot of critical thinking. Because this is how it had to be because of this, and this, even though that probably wasn't the way it really was. Okay, like Stonehenge, do you know that they've known for years and years and years and years exactly what Stonehenge was for? At least part of it.
Okay, I'm done with the controller. It finally pooped out and said, I don't like you.
But you do know that they knew for quite a while what part of Stonehenge was, right?
Yeah.
But they couldn't very well say that these heathens actually had a judicial system and a very strong bond in their culture. Because that doesn't fit the narrative, now does it?
No, it doesn't.
They were wild savages that killed people. That sacrificed people.
Here comes that.
It's kind of like with the Native Americans. When you think about it, it's something that has happened throughout history.
7, 8, yeah. 10.
Well, isn't that what they taught us in junior high and high school and in grade school, is that they were savages and we tried to civilize them, but they didn't want to be civilized, so they paid the consequences?
Yeah.
That sounds more like a cautionary tale of what your government is capable of than actual history, right?
Right.
Because what they did to the Native American people is absolutely fucking disgusting.
I couldn't agree more. It's just really sad.
No, it's history. It's greed. I'm telling you, where everything went wrong was when we became civilized. We were talking about this earlier. Ray and I were talking about this earlier. And she was saying, if there was one thing I could do, I mean, we talked about this on stream last night, right? If there's one thing I could do that would fix the world, what would it be?
Yeah.
And I asked the question, well, do I have a magic wand or do I have to work for it?
Sure did.
It's a legitimate question, right? Because if I had a magic wand, it'd be real fucking easy.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that if you don't know where things went wrong, you don't know how to fix it, right?
Right.
And where things went wrong, there's no way we're ever going to fix it. Right?
Right.
And I was telling, the way I was explaining it to Ray is that, in my opinion, where it all went wrong was when we ceased being hunter-gatherers and we civilized ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Joe over here claimed this plot of land, and Fred over here claimed this plot of land, and Jeremy over there claimed that plot of land, and they were doing their fucking thing. And well, of course, everybody wants meat, so the guy that had the oxen and shit to feed people was banking, right? Because everybody needs the meat.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when you've got two farmers and one of them does real good and the other one has crappy land? It was the luck of the draw at the beginning, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
And then we turned it into this hierarchy, and that hierarchy has survived all of this time under the guise of government and under the guise of society. We still have that hierarchy. And well, you want to fix things, you break down that hierarchy and you make everybody truly equal. And it doesn't mean take the money from the rich people. It means that you give everybody the same fucking opportunities. And then it's up to them what they do with those opportunities.
Yeah.
You show people that there is a different world than what they know sometimes.
Yeah. You never know whose day it might make, right?
Well, you know, that's the whole point, is that we ceased being a caring society a long time ago. Now, we were talking about this too in our conversation. When I was a kid, fuck, our parents didn't need video cameras. We knew everybody in a 5-block radius of our fucking house. You didn't need video cameras because everybody was watching everybody's kids and everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
I have lived in this house for 10 years and I don't know our neighbors. I know one of them. And well, I guess I did that. I have pissed enough people off with it just existing that I have enemies from other ones. Yeah, okay. I don't appreciate the kid fucking shooting the dogs with the BB gun. And well, had he never done that to the dog wouldn't bark like fucking crazy every time he comes near the house.
Right.
But we don't know people anymore. We're all, you know, it's every man for themselves at this point. And that is the downfall of society, is that everybody has a place in society whether they know it or not. And we need all of the people in our society. But nobody can get it together enough to realize how precious life really fucking is. And how none of this other bullshit really fucking matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Well, everybody wants to be happy, but nobody knows how to be fucking happy. And that's because at this point, do people really know what it is to be happy? They've been told what's supposed to make them happy, but does it make them happy?
It doesn't seem like it does.
No.
This world makes me sad.
Oh, honey, it is what it is. And it isn't like this everywhere. You know, they always say that, oh, these other countries, this, that, and the other. No, some of these other countries fucking get it.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
And then there's us.
Well, that's because we are a consumer-driven society.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. How quick did the new iPhone sell out?
Pretty quickly. You might want to go check Facebook.
What? Okay.
Go to my live stream on Facebook.
I'll see my volume's up. Hang on. The girls never shut down the...
YouTube.
Yeah.
No rascals.
Oh, hey. Hang on. I'm reading it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. What? That's so funny. That's so funny.
I love you, Chris. I think that Nostradamus was misinterpreted.
Yeah.
I seriously do. How many times have they said, according to the Mayan calendar, the world was going to end, but everybody forgets to take into consideration that the Mayans believed that life was a circle and every ending is a new beginning, so it was never going to end in the way that we see it today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that they were looking for similarities in what we have today to make the point that he did this. And, well, you know, he could have predicted a lot of shit, and, well, he did do what they call scrying. And some people don't believe that scrying is real. Other people do. And it is perfectly possible he did see some form of the future through scrying. But we'll never know. Because we have to rely on translators and we can't talk to him. Right?
Right.
Then hang on. There's more. And the caverns under Stonehenge. Now that's actually rather funny because there is a story that goes with those that has to do with Merlin. And if they find it, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants, okay? But supposedly, Merlin had a secret chamber under Stonehenge. And he placed a rock that was a magical rock that the only person that could place it was the person that removed it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody could move it. It was that big. Right? And that's how you get into his secret place. And I guess that he fell in love with Nineveh, who was another witch.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't like him, and she's like, hey, let's go down to your fucking thing and let's check some shit out. And he's like, yeah, cool, let's go. Removes the rock, and he walks in, and she's like, nah, I don't think so. We're not gonna Netflix and chill tonight. And she fucking put the rock back in, fucking bye-bye Merlin. So that's the story that goes along with those, which is actually pretty... Okay, I oversimplified it a lot and kind of modernized it, so people might... Damn, women are such bitches. Sorry. I just had to say that. There you go, guys. But, so there's that. But what Stonehenge really was basically the place where all of the different tribes would come together and they would hold their tribunal and their courts. And then they would also do it during the time of a big feast, and everybody would bring a pig from their village because pigs were sacred animals to the Druids. And they would all roast a pig from their village and share a feast with the other clans. They also found 7 graves under Stonehenge that were 7 very high-ranking women.
Wow.
I believe they were priestesses, if I remember correctly. So Stonehenge had many purposes. So the caverns could be just about anything, and I'm praying to God they find Merlin's fucking thing. That would just make my life. And if the story is true, they'll find Merlin, and he'll be a zygote because Merlin supposedly aged backwards. He started out as an old man and would end his life as a child. What story does that sound like?
The Strange Case of Benjamin Button.
Exactly. Funny how they regurgitate the same shit over and over again, just modernizing it. But yeah, I have been fascinated with Stonehenge for forever. But see, that goes back to the critical thinking. You gotta think about it. It would be considered, okay, the other place that they would hold ceremonies was at the Oak Grove, which is in France. There is now a cathedral built on where the Druid sacred Oak Grove was. And they actually hold pagan ceremonies on the equinoxes and the solstices in that church for the Druids. Pretty cool, huh?
It is.
They also do stuff at Stonehenge, so. But you know what's crazy about Stonehenge? It's sinking. They estimated that in I think it was like 100 to 200 years, the stones will be just barely at the top of it. You know, the top of the stones will be on the ground instead of, yeah. You know, kind of like the Easter Island heads. They actually have bodies. I hope they find out what those were all about, too. It's probably some culture, some civilization that nobody ever heard of that did them. And they were totally wrong about who they thought. And you never know the reasoning. I mean, because you think about it, like the terracotta armies, they believed that they needed an army in the afterlife, so they took an army with them. Right?
You want to take an army with you?
No. Just, you forget. I'm going to be goo, and you're going to feed me to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am.
You're gonna laugh at me, but I can't find my soda.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna be goo, and I'm gonna feed a tree, so maybe one day I'll be an ant. So y'all just watch out. One of these days, maybe us ants will take over the world again. Fuck you, you puny human squish. You killed my brother! Oh, come on, that was funny.
You know, if anything, I want to add that to some type of video game I create.
Dude, and all I think of is the Ents in The Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so how I imagine them to be. They just take their own time, and I've been here for hundreds of years. What the fuck can you tell me, asshole?
How old did you say you were going to live till? Just to spite people?
No, I didn't say that. You made me promise to live to, what, 175?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can keep that promise, but fuck, I'll try.
It's not me I'm worried about.
And if I pull it off, damn, what the fuck?
Why aren't people living that long?
Well, you know, one of the most important ingredients in living a really, really long life, according to the people that make yogurt out of goat milk in the fucking mountains in the middle of bumfuck nowhere is yogurt. And I'm allergic, so it'll kill me.
So now we're talking about how you're, well, we all have that allergy.
I know, but that just sucks. I love yogurt. And it is something that does help your body a lot, and it's really good for you. And these people swear by it, and these people live to like 120, 100, like fucking, dude, there's a guy, they don't even know how old he is. He's that fucking old. He doesn't even remember how old he is. And it's like, holy fuck, dude. And he's like this little fucking, like Yoda in human form. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, and then the question becomes, do you really want to live that long? Because it then becomes the question of quality of life. If all you can do is sit and not do anything all day, is that really a life worth living?
No. No,
So yeah,
not.
that's where all that. I mean, there's a lot of factors involved in it, and I think about a lot of that shit. It's like, well, you know, okay, if I had like 20% brain damage, it might be okay to live a normal life. But if it's 30, just off my ass. I think I even told you that shit one night.
You did. I looked at you like you were crazy for it, and you were like, "What? That's what I did. That's what I'd have you do." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, I can't."
If I'm in a coma, and there's only X amount of chance that I will come out of it and be me, and the question is, pull the plug or roll the dice, fucking pull the plug, please. Right? Pull the fucking plug, goddammit. Well, okay, it's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
It is very reasonable. Damn, 500 years, yep, Benjamin Button. Yes, I do believe in scrying. I can do it. I know that sounds like, oh, but yeah, it's weird, and it's something that I picked up as a child, and yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow.
It's really weird. It really was trippy. 500 years old. I don't know that I would want to live 500 years old. You know, everybody's all like, oh, I want to be a vampire and live forever. Yeah, fuck that. I've been alive for 50 years, and as much as the world's changed in that time, fuck 500 years. If we live that long, because we are like on a straight path to self-destruction. You're in his spot, by the way. That's why he's whining at you, because he thinks you're a bitch.
Oh yeah, I kind of agree. It was funny you to elaborate what he was trying to say. Like hers, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Move.
You know, if I could find a peaceful oasis with just a few good people around and have a nice little community thing going on, I think I could live a happy life forever.
Yeah.
But, you know, it never ends well, does it?
Okay, I moved.
Ask the indigenous tribes all over the world, how's that shit end? Then we could go join the Amazons, because there is a, yeah, that's kind of what it happens. The way that I understand it is everybody used to tell me I was daydreaming. And yeah, it's like you just disconnect. For me, it was like watching a movie. And I would hear it, but not in my ears, but in my head. And knowing what the mind is capable of, it could have just been me daydreaming, me just thinking of other things and hoping for something, and it just turned out that it was exactly what was coming. I don't know. It's a hard thing to explain, and something I don't really talk to people about because people are like, yeah, right. Well, I don't have to prove it to you. And maybe that's one of my advantages in life is that I can see what's coming. And maybe it's your brain, and this is what I think is more than likely. Maybe what it is it's really your brain putting together all of the pieces of the picture that you're not seeing consciously and showing it to you. Think about it.
Wow.
It can also be considered a meditative state. But okay, everybody's under the impression that to meditate you have to sit with your legs crossed in a quiet room listening to whatever and going, oh, that's not always how you meditate. People meditate differently, and people meditate without knowing they're meditating. Drawing for you is meditating. Taking pictures for me is meditating. How do you think I get lost out there with the birds for 6 fucking hours and get burnt to a crisp?
If we're being technical lately, it's been writing.
Well, exactly. I do that too. It's something that calms your soul and your brain.
Well, something that, like, has really kept me kind of in a calm state is writing out an idea for a video game. And I'm starting to actually see what all goes into it, and as I get to certain areas with it, I turn around and look up what I need to know. Because I want to be a little bit more knowledgeable about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, something that I feel really confident about is my 3D modeling skills. I can do 3D models pretty easily with the primitive shapes. And, like, let's say Maya. I can do it in Cinema 4D too, and I started watching some tutorials about Blender and how to do both the sculpting part and the modeling part. And I started kind of studying the layout and analyzing, like, what other people's methods are, because that's how you learn. I think that something that has really helped my process with that is knowing, hey, I have to know another software in order to be able to continue doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because once I'm out of college, I don't have access to Maya anymore.
Yeah. Can I answer this real quick?
Yes, you can.
Hey, Chris, in some cultures, they call that speaking to the ancestors. It was a common And that is a very commonplace thing to happen while you're scrying, is to see relatives. Question is, did they tell you anything?
I've had that happen before.
And see, it could be the brain telling you, hey, you know that this is what they would tell you what to do right now. And a lot of times when things like this happen, it's when you're in a pinnacle of your life and you need to make a big decision. And that, in a lot of cultures, is talking to the ancestors. You're asking for guidance from your ancestors. And basically what you're doing is you are looking back on the people they were and what would they have told you. Right? Because, well, our brain does funny things because we crave talking to that person so much that our brain will create a conversation with them in a dazed state. Because we know it's not real, so that's the only way it can happen.
See, and that reminds me of when one of my good friends passed away, and there was some issues between her and another friend, and I had this weird dream about her, and she told me She was like, you gotta tell her that I don't blame her and I forgive her for everything. And I was just like, wow.
For months after my sister passed away, I heard her singing in my ear. I could feel her arms around me and I could hear her singing in my ear. And it was the song she hated. I'm thinking of a cat. Her name is Jenny Annie Dots. She hated that because I used to sing it to her all the time because I thought it was so cute that she was in a song about cats.
Yeah.
And I literally heard her for months singing that song in my ear, and it was her voice. And I think that that was part of how I processed losing her. And in a way, that was my mind not ready to let go yet.
See, I'm always scared for that.
But there is another flip side to that. Scientifically, they do think that there is a portion of your brain that contains all of the secrets of the universe, and if you can tap into it, you would know everything. So maybe that is actually speaking through the rest of your brain while you're scrying, and that's why you know things you shouldn't know. So, your pick. There's several different explanations. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, is it really that bad? It is. Are you sure?
He growled, yes. Do you want to just take a quick break?
That's up to you.
With this new program, I do not know how to mute the mic, so, let me just have your cup and just do.
Yeah, I get real quiet. I don't like talking to the wall. And there's not even an animal in here to talk to.
It's just asleep.
Go take the dogs out.
Alright, we'll be back. This moment of silence was brought to you by the dogs.
Yeah. And you know why you do that, Chris? I figured this out because people are like, how do you know what's about to happen? It's because you're observant. And if you're observant enough and you see things for how they really are, not how for how people want you to see them, you see things coming a long time before they happen. Because you're putting the pieces together of what the big picture of what's really going on while they're feeding you something else. So yeah, in some aspects that is what I think people consider being clairvoyant, is being able to see past what's in your face. Just my opinion though. Excuse me. And I miss you, dude. You need to call me. Exactly, chess. Life is a game of chess. And yeah, I'll message you tomorrow, and we'll set up a time when we both got time to talk. And you have a great night. Enjoy your show, and I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, hon. Thanks for coming out and spending some time with us. It's always good to see you here. Hello. Chris sends his love. He had to go. He can go lay down.
Thank you. I'm happy he got to join us.
I am too. It's always nice to hear from Chris.
My good girls do.
See, now you want to talk about funny. I was just talking about Chris yesterday. And I was like, I wonder what Chris is up to. And look, here you are tonight. Maybe I knew. Maybe I didn't. Maybe we both just had a little feeling we needed to talk to each other.
Maybe.
Yeah, kind of funny, huh?
Yep. So are you going?
I'll be right back.
Take time.
You have fun.
I don't even know what to talk about. Yep. See. So, making a glass house. It's coming along great. Using keyboard and mouse again because my USB ports don't want to register anything correctly for some weird reason, which I'm okay with that. Orange creamsicles are the best. I don't know what to talk about. I wonder how much fun it's gonna be putting fish in here. Or I might just put a bunch of axolotl. That might make a kid happy. Eggs. Spawn pig, spawn cow, parrot, rabbit, llama, horse, donkey, mule, skeleton horse, zombie horse, tropical fish, enderman, creeper, fox, panda, sea turtle, dolphin, salmon, pufferfish, cod, I don't know what a silverfish is.
Sucker's up there having a temper tantrum. He is. It's crazy.
And why is your cat tantruming? What'd you do?
I didn't give him catnip tonight. I want my nip. Give me my nip. Give it to me now.
Can I be scared of your cat?
You what?
Be scared of your cat?
Oh, honey, he's a sweetheart.
Oh, you know he just wants to kill you in your sleep when he puts his bitch claw on your throat.
Yeah, but then who would feed him? Right?
Right.
Who would love him? Who would scratch him just the way he loves to be scratched? Well, he's a glutton for love and food more than homicidal tendencies. What, y'all think you're getting ice cream? I don't think so. You know, I don't know what it is about popsicles with the wooden sticks in them, but I dislike them greatly. You know why?
I tried to do something nice.
I know, but you know why?
Why?
And I tell you this every time, because when you get down to that last little bit that would just finish it off, it tastes like fucking wood. And she's sitting there licking the stick like it's nothing. Yeah. I'll have a little pine with my ice cream, thank you.
been sometimes, but
Yeah. It's all good. You know what I really want? I want some s'mores.
s'mores.
Mm-hmm. Like real campfire s'mores.
I would die for that. Like,
I think
seriously.
we would probably lose a kid if we went up to the mountains as well. Granny is Granny.
We don't call her the Granny Key for no reason. No reason.
No, if we took her up to the mountains, I would completely change my whole opinion about putting a kid on a leash.
That's sad. That's really sad.
Okay. What did you almost do when you were her age?
I stepped on a snake.
And you almost ran right off a 70-foot cliff.
True. And some ghost squid.
We won't bring up the rattlesnakes, okay?
We'll bring up the rattlesnakes, but it ain't gonna be very pleasant.
That was just crazy. Little tadpoles, aren't they cute?
Yes. And if you come out and look down. Yeah, I only put 3 frogs, because they're gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah. You never know. They might actually stay right there. Make a liar out of me, motherfucker.
He's swimming away.
It's like, bye-bye, bitch.
Where's the other one?
Coming, George. Fred, come on.
We're swimming this way.
Up there, even waiting for him.
They are.
Like, fuck you, dude. Last chance. Are you coming? He's in love with the octopus.
There's another frog down there.
Ah. Yes, great. Watching frogs jump around Minecraft is so entertaining.
Yeah, do you see him coming back and the other dude just going? Oh, where'd the other? He went away too. Bye-bye, Fred.
Yep. What about this idiot?
I don't.
Fly, be free. The frogs don't fly. Oh my goodness.
There's like the third one's coming back for him. You see this?
Yeah, 2 of them are coming back for him. Maybe there's a shark.
Oh, there it goes. Bye bye.
About time, dude.
Right?
So what are you gonna put in there?
In here? Or what am I building?
It looks like it's big enough for dolphins.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see.
They also shrink down.
Dolphins?
Uh-huh. You hadn't noticed that the squid did?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the squid will shrink down to your tank.
Trader. Spawn from temple. Spawn gas place. Spawn slot. I can spawn a goat.
Yeah, put a goat in there.
Huh?
Let's see I jump this one, bitch. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. Don't do
We're
that.
so gonna do it.
Oh, please don't sacrifice a goat on my behalf.
Too late. I already decided I wanted
There you go, squid, cave spider. It's gonna be up from squid.
this.
What are you looking for again? Dolphins. Okay, that's right. There it is.
We're gonna sacrifice a goat on your behalf. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a baby.
Oh my god. It spawned a baby first.
How do you feel about killing a goat and her baby? And its daddy.
There, that's a family.
Yep, and they're mountain goats, so they're just gonna run along the edge and like, haha, fuck you. I'm gonna destroy your house. Try to drown me, bitch. Haha. Oh, look, you're looking at the sheep. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Huh?
I didn't even realize that.
Yep. They are a little wonky. Mm-hmm.
I might get ran by a goat.
Yep. Try to drown me, bitch. Bah. And them things don't care. I almost got run over by one. Well, by a herd of them once.
That's funny.
We were hiking up Twin Sisters.
I'm gonna move out of its way. They're just hopping around the edge.
We were hiking up Twin Sisters. And I was pretty young at the time. And I was exhausted. I don't know why the fuck my mom thought at like 8 years old I could climb a 14er. I did, but fuck me, man. It took us all goddamn day. And I was so tired, I was just walking with my head down. And all of a sudden, I feel a hand reach out and grab me, and I get thrown to the ground. Like, swung around and thrown to the ground, and I'm like looking up like, why did you do that? And there's this herd of 6 fucking goats that are bigger than me, mountain goats that are bigger than me, coming down right where I was walking.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Sounds like you with me and the bull snake.
Yeah. That was one of those, oh whoa, okay. And of course I wanted to pet it. And my brother's like, he's kind of pissed off. I wouldn't have suggested it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna fall, dude. You are not a tightrope walker, dog. You are too big to be a tightrope walker. Tightrope walker, yeah. Words, fun.
Where'd the other goat go?
Told you. Just to spite you. Hey, I think you have a mountain goat infestation.
I hope this would be a mountain goat infestation. They spawned another baby.
Yeah. My spawning has gotten weird since I got the special ones. It gives me a lot more babies. And I've been happening upon an adult and a baby at least 7 out of 10 times lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I caught the rare animals.
What are you gonna do with those rare animals?
Well, we have all but the pink one in one of the games, and right now we have 2 of them in this game.
Yeah. Isn't it the brown panda and the blue axolotl?
Uh-huh. And all we have left is the
Mushroom?
mushroom and the pink sheep.
How do we get the mushroom?
Yeah, breed a bunch of mushroom.
Okay.
And then with the pink sheep, they say that the naturally pink sheep spawn 1 in every 1,000 natural spawns.
There, is that really good enough for you?
Now, why would you do that?
I don't know. You're all staring at me.
Yep. Pine. I wonder why, if people love these so much, they don't make a pine ice cream. Call it popsicle.
Oh, man. I need a friend to make that for you.
Vanilla with a pine core.
That's funny.
No, that's awful. Yeah, pine and vanilla do not mix well.
They're just hopping everywhere.
Yeah, and they can jump 10 blocks high.
That's crazy.
I learned that the hard way. Built this cute little enclosure for mine, and I'm like, I'm gonna have some fucking mountain goats because I'm Billy Badass. And I put them in there, and I come back the next day, and all my goats are gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd all my goats go? And then I'm walking around, and there's a goat there, and there's a goat there, and there's a goat there. There's a goat in with the polar bears.
There were goats everywhere.
Yeah. Running through the jungle, finding mountain goats.
You know she's gonna try to find you tomorrow on Minecraft, right?
Yeah. Or she's gonna finish exploring her cave, and I'm still on the map I was on. See, I still have all that to do, and I don't mind her doing that because she comes and helps me make the map.
I love it.
And she likes to check out all the spots that I'm looking at. She's just waiting for the perfect one to claim. No, Granny, that's mine.
You know what? Let her enjoy it.
Oh, I love playing with her. She finally got over the whole trying to come and hit you and the destroying your building when she gets mad at you.
She tried something different with me recently.
Yeah, what'd you try?
Instead of destroying it, she built something over it. And I was like, oh, she's a little bad.
Yeah, that's what they do to each other. That's what the girls will do to each other. But a lot of times, what they do is they cooperate and they'll split their houses in half, so half of it is one of theirs and half of it is the other one's. And they'll both build it and then split it down the middle and decorate their house how they want. Which is actually rather sweet when you think about it. It's
beyond sweet. That's just...
And sometimes Rowan will build it and she turns around and lets Leilani decorate it.
I've seen it.
But I do that too. She does tend to do a lot of stuff that I do. And that's something that I do for them is I'll build it for them and then leave it for them to decorate. I mean, I put basic stuff up so that they know what's supposed to go where and stuff that they wouldn't think to put in there. And then they put the rest of it in there. And they do a really nice job decorating sometimes. I'm actually quite impressed.
Yeah.
But as much Minecraft videos as these kids watch, I don't see how they couldn't be great at it.
I love it.
My epic fail on my polar bear today. Oh, that was great.
It was beyond perfect.
I did finish it, didn't I? Or did I just give up?
I thought you turned it into a rhino.
I did. I was trying to make a polar bear. I was trying to make a pattern for a polar bear. And it just got extremely huge all of a sudden. And I'm like, how the fuck is this thing so big? And then I couldn't get the face right. And I was like, fine. And I put a horn on it and made it a fucking rhinoceros instead.
She gave it a tail and a butt.
Yes, I gave it a tail and a butt. Yep.
Anyway. It's getting late.
You're a pumpkin?
Yep.
Cool.
I turn into one every night. I'm shocked you don't turn it into a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, I usually go to sleep after you.
Ooh. Now I think I have a scary story. So, if you have noticed on Twitch, our panels have changed.
Have they?
Yes, they have.
Ooh.
I haven't put the information underneath them yet, but I put the panels up as I finish them, so that way I know which one is which.
Because it's always Halloween up in this bitch, right?
Hell yeah. And because we have a sense of humor about pumpkins every night, it's jack-o'-lantern faces.
Yeah, I was thinking that you were predicting the future of the pumpkin revolt because we ate their cousin.
Gosh dang it, I never thought about that one. So how are we going to arm ourselves?
We're going to hold the seeds hostage, and when they come at us, we're going to break them. Isn't that how you win a war? You kill off the next generation. Kill off the next generation, there's nothing to fight you.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Dude, like I could be that brutal. I'd be like, here, I'll go play them for you. I'll even take care of them. I'm sorry, but they're so delicious. Can I have a nibble of you? I'll just take a little piece. Have it your baby? Yes. What?
Goodness. I love you.
I love you too.
What are we gonna do with you?
Love me. I love you, baby.
It's already a good one.
And that's about all you can do.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm a pumpkin. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming out and watching our streams. We really appreciate it. We learned a lot about, well, yeah, we learned a lot.
She wasn't paying attention and she wasn't even here for half of it.
I'm a space cadet. Oh, I'm a pumpkin space cadet. My head's removable.
You're a pumpkin head? Oh, goodness. Ooh, what's that? What's the dude that had this horseman? Doesn't he have a jack-o'-lantern for a head?
Yeah, he does.
You know how terrifying that was as a kid? Some dude without a head with some jack-o'-lantern face trying to kill your ass in the woods. Oh yeah, let's go camping. But anyhow, y'all have a great night. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
And happy Memorial Day. I guess we would say happy Memorial Day. Blessed Memorial Day. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.